So hi Amrut, we are very
Hi.
happy to have you. And
Thank you.
before we can actually start the call, let me tell you a little story about Amrut. So it was in February last year, I remember, when I go into Hayat, Bangalore. And since I work with a pharmaceutical company, as I enter the room doors are trembling. Okay, guys. And I thought there was a big band playing inside. But when I enter, I see this one young guy in the center of the stage with the spotlight on him, playing with full command with a room full of 600 people. Boom. And that's what Amrut Bhatt is about. So this guy is a founder of the Beatmaker Enterprise. He's a drum circle facilitator. He's a very renowned TEDx speaker. He's a superb musician. He has facilitated over 44 lakh plus participants and has participated in 700 plus drum circles, which is so awesome. He has a 12-year experience of working as an entrepreneur in multiple businesses. And the purpose of bringing him on the platform first was actually to let people know that there is beyond, you know. So every time he's faced with a challenge, he comes up with something absolutely new that nobody else can imagine. So he developed Drum Circle when nothing was happening in drums and nobody could think of it as a business. And now with challenging times in COVID, he's transformed into a whole lot of new business initiatives, which he will talk about. So we want to hear it from the man himself. Amrut, tell us your journey.
Great. Yeah, thank you so much for that awesome introduction. And I was just, it just tells me what all have I done and what all things I have missed till date. So it also gives me a nice evaluation of how far am I from my goal sheet that I've had in my head. So, yes, I have always been into this mode of creation. And interestingly, change has been, as we all know, change is the only constant. We all have heard that throughout our lives. But change has been the major motivator for me. I started drum circles on the streets of Mumbai, where I used to get random people coming together, making music together. I've been picked by cops thrice, asking, why are you guys coming here? Why are you hosting all these? And the only answer that I had was, I just love doing this and I would love to continue doing that. And they stopped coming after that because we were just peacefully coming there, making a jam happen. So an idea that started on the streets of Mumbai multiplied to be of the largest. We'd have done some historic stuff in the area of drum circles. But as we are going to be discussing about how we can learn from the experience that I've had, especially from a solution point of view, and how can it really help all of us to reinvent in times like these. So the first thing I would really like to, sorry, I'm jumping to the topic directly without running around the history about what have I done. I would like to really focus on what we can do together. And one major thing is that if you're into the world of entrepreneurship, if you really like the term entrepreneurship, everyone is aware that the drive has to be constant. Now, all of us say that drive has to be constant, but Hema, what I feel is you got to be first aware about yourself. Baki sab baad mein. Like all of that really comes later because you would see a lot of interesting things happening all around you. Someday you would find something more attractive and the next day something else. The very first thing that I feel is required when it comes to reinventing yourself or your business is basically knowing what are you really good at. If anyone has a question at any point of time, please feel free to drop in into the chat section. Hema will moderate it and I would
Yeah.
love to answer all your questions.
And guys,
So
you can
yeah.
put in one thing that you think you are good at on the chat. Yes, Amrut.
Awesome. So especially last decade has been on the lines, like for myself, has been on the lines of value creation through skills. So I invested really heavily in last 10 years on skill creation, because of which the reinventing that happened this time post COVID was way more comfortable than it would have been. So as you all now know that I'm hardcore into drum circles, which is basically a public activity where we bring people together. They're sitting next to each other. It can range from a 5 to the largest that I've done is 1K day. So it can range from 5 people in a room to an entire stadium jamming along. So now, once we were aware that that's no more going to happen for quite some time, what do we really do? So for about 10 days, I was simply digging into the things that I am really good at. When I say I'm really good at, I am so a lot of things that I would say will be on the lines of a commercial angle, guys, because you need to sell at the end of the day. Aapke thoughts hai to beautiful hai, but if no one is going to buy it, how are you going to prove from an entrepreneurial angle that it works? So the first thing that I really did was digging in deep and understanding all the skills that I had that I could bring on the table that would lead to value generation in some way or the other. And that led to the actual game of reinvention. From a brand that was specifically working on drum circles, we became a brand that now has 8 options that you can choose from when considering us as service provider. So we multiplied into drum circles online, magic shows, Indian folk dance. We got into negotiation skills training, big time negotiation skills training, and the list is it's crazy. DJing, electro DJing, a very different thought process. We got a happy drum. So literally, guys, for 10 days, I was just trying to see and understand what we can do to reinvent the game and bring back the pace that we were at. Yes, the numbers would not look exactly the same as it was earlier because revenue point of view, there was a hit. Companies went on a reservation mode from a cost point of view. So certainly that led to a lower expense mode, but it also opened opportunities for businesses like myself, which was people oriented and now has no boundary. Because like yesterday I did an event for my clients who are based in Amsterdam. So now that helps me to reinvent the game that adds value. It has no boundary because internet is so powerful in today's date and just gets you back. Now this is only possible if you're aware of what you can really do. So yeah, that's how you would want to do that.
So, Amrut, here I have a question. So,
Yeah.
what kept you going? Because there are so many challenges, multiple businesses, convincing people, negotiating with people. What kept you going in all this?
So there are two things. Life is always gonna tie a big pathar on your leg, and you're always gonna be swimming. You have two options: either you let the pathar drown, or you keep on paddling and you move ahead. So I always choose the second option. It is super duper important. It is super duper easy for us to say, "Abhi to nahi hone wala, boss. Ab pata nahi kab khulega." It is very easy. I can say that I can really chill, eat out of my savings, and someday it will get exhausted, and then I'll be in a panicking mode to sustain myself. The second option is to really find ways. Yes, a lot of businesses would not have the opportunity of operating the way they would, but does that really stop? I coincidentally, today we are having this talk. I was purchasing groceries, and in the queue, there was this guy discussing this story with the other guy that one person was hardcore into kurta kind of business, hardcore kurta type of business, and that was the only thing he was doing, literally. And when he came to know about this, he kept all his projects aside and switched hardcore into mass manufacturing. Now he could have sat, he could have said, हाँ मेरे से अभी ये कुर्ता पैजामा तो कोई नहीं खरीदने वाला, अब ये कौन लेगा? And he could have said, but he chose the alternative. Now, is it easy for all of us who are into a variety of business? No, it is not. Because I'm someone who is a drum circle facilitator. I love playing the drums. I like making people jam along with me, but I also do DJing. That is one skill that I also do. But so just because I love one particular skill, should I move to another or not? Is a selection, is a choice that you got to make at the end of the day. So I choose to survive. I choose for better alternatives. Like in the language of negotiation, they say batna, which is better alternative to a negotiated agreement. So the situation negotiated with me that, okay, now you're stuck. So what was my better alternative? My alternative was to go ahead with other options that I'm good at.
So how many of us here believe that in difficult times we do have possibilities? So if you believe that, just put a P in the chat, and if no, write a N. So we have Sherry sharing that um, my skills are talking, motivating, inspiring people. So very good if you understand and recognize your skills, and guys keep adding those. So Amrut, now tell me, what are the three things you think that people have to do to adapt themselves or reinvent themselves whenever they're facing challenging times?
First thing that you got to do is like I'm not really worried about SWOT analysis kind of a thing that is too technical and boring. Simply sit and write what are you good at, as Sherry mentioned here correctly. And I'm pretty sure all of us, Praveen, Marina, Dr. Patel, Shobna, Nishikesh, everyone, we are all aware of what are we really good at. And we are also aware whether it will sell or not. If I'm really good at origami, for example, am I someone who is that skilled that a company would pay to really get like an origami session for myself? Am I that good? Am I really going to add that much of value? So first thing is to self evaluate. Like please don't lie to yourself, because अपने को लगता है अपन बहुत कुछ अच्छा अच्छा करते हैं. We all feel कि अरे ये तो इसमें मैं तो जबरदस्त हूँ. But when you rank yourself from the entire market that exists, you'll have to really see practically where do you stand. One. Second, mix of skills. A lot of us, a lot of times feel that only one skill can sell at a time. It is not so. In today's times, if you can bring multiple skills and add more value to an activity, you will have higher probability of conversion because you can possibly replace 2 or 3 resources. So really, once you have clarity and understand the skills that you have that you can utilize, move on to the products that and services that you can create, and see if you can mix and match to bring more value to the table. So that is, yeah, we have Sherry stating that I have made more money since the lockdown than I made in a year. Yeah, true, very much.
Superb.
Exactly like that guy
Kudos
who
to
made
him.
masks. In 3 months, he achieved his financial year's targets. 3 months. I understand it is tough times. You're selling things in a tough time, but times are times. There is tough times, bad times, good times. These are terminologies that we give. Time keeps on running in one direction. So that is the second thing. Bring value on the table. The third thing, the most important thing, जो मैंने हाथ जला के अभी सीखा है कि just because you feel something is great will not lead to enquiries. In the sense, the market really needs to be receiving or should be interested in what you're doing. Just because you're close to a specific skill and you have a lot of love towards that specific skill or passion, the more heavier term that is passion, good chances you might not receive value for that. So third thing, very important thing that I would request everyone to do is do a market survey. Please activate the so-called network that you have. We have super duper underestimated our network. I'll be very honest with you. Like, there are people like today when I'm receiving leads, it is from people I never expected would send in a lead. But at the end of the day, we have all these great networks. We don't activate them enough. That is going to help you to really understand what people need. If people need a bicycle, you're trying to sell a car to them, वो नहीं खरीदेगा, वो शायद 2 bicycle खरीदे, but it is at the end of the day what they need.
So basically, ask your customers. Is
Ask,
what we need.
talk to them. Like if you're not aware of what the other party is thinking right now, especially when you're stuck with a skill or two, good chances a lot of us have not invested in multiple skills that might possibly sell. So you might be stuck with those 2 skills now. So does that mean that you just back out and state कि जब तक ऐसा lead आएगा नहीं तब तक मैं कुछ करेगा नहीं? No, go and hunt for opportunities. Even like I'll give you my own example, the network that I have, majorly event guys. Event companies are hit like crazy right now, and like any other businesses. Now these companies were completely based on human connect, with getting people together, making an event happen, all of this together. Now last 2 months they purely worked on alternatives that we spoke about, and plus they also designed things on the lines of what is acceptable to the world that's there right now. And interestingly, I see now event guys sending in proposal and packages of weddings done online with a small number of people. So at the end of the day, you got to find that path through. And yes, it is painful. Yes, it is not comfortable, but easy तो वैसे भी कुछ नहीं है.
Yes. So we have Dr. Jatan saying the Japanese word kaizen means change improvement for the better. cannot have more
Exactly.
significance in present times.
Now, because we're
Yes.
talking Japanese, especially the thought process, I'm sure Dr. Patel would agree that the element of muda, which is a waste, you know, it is simply, you can consider the similar thought process, Japanese thought process, that anything that doesn't add value to the final result is simply waste. You can get rid of that so that you can reach really fast and closer to the result. So, I'm going to wait for a couple of more questions. Then I would like to explain this entire curve that we generally don't visualize from thought to result. Yeah, I would come back to that in some time.
So if you all have any questions, please put them in the chat. And for people on Facebook as well, please put it in the chat and we'll take it from there. So yes, Amrut, so can we say you found your passion, your reason for living, your ikigai in life already?
Well, interestingly, it kept on changing. When I started, like I was part of 5 different bands. I tried multiple projects. I uh, I was a computer who never went into computer science, got selected by a BPO because communication at that time was passion for me. I was looking forward to do a job that involves me just purely talking to people. So the closest option that was available to me was a call center job. I got in there, got fired real soon, like in 8 days, got another job, got hired at a better place, and got into it. Just kept on changing. I was into taking calls, then I got into quality management. So from a technical point of view, I'm a Six Sigma and a lead auditor for 9001, like a quality management guy. Spent some time there, and parallelly I had this other passion. So as of now, this particular passion is that I have lived for good 10 years now. More than, yeah, I would say about 10 years. So like this passion of drum circles has done amazing good lot for me. So I'm really glad that I have found it. But the another thing that I would want to really highlight is it is possibly gonna change. You never know, because it is just about being driven towards a specific thing, and that thing just that you become that at the end of the day.
So it's okay to change.
Yeah,
It's
hundred
not
percent.
okay to sit down with one skill and say, gosh, I'm going to do just this. It's
No,
okay to
why
add
not?
to your life.
Correct. It doesn't make sense logically, because like this lockdown, I have invested heavily in skill development. Like literally, I'm sitting through trainings, I'm going through master classes, reading books, doing things. So does that mean that I've escaped from my drum circle passion? No. I'm looking forward for options that can help me sustain. You can always follow your passion, but at the end of the day, you got to sustain first, then do all of that you want. And if your passion can help you pay bills, nothing like it. That's it. Like your ikigai score would be almost 40 in that case. You'll be like, yes, all 4 pillars met.
Passion plus pay bills leads to
Always.
success. Yeah.
Like
So
that's the reason. Yeah,
we
please
have a
go ahead.
question from Sherry. Sherry says, "How do we find something to get passionate about?" You know,
Well,
can you
Sherry,
say something?
that's a beautiful question. I would like to appreciate that you asked that question. It is sheerly by the attempt of trying it. A lot of times we get attracted to things that look beautiful, that is presented beautifully to us, that looks amazing, and we enjoy it for a short point of time. But the question that you got to ask yourself, that will I be super duper happy and content within Shanti Mantra, that is the most important thing. If I continue doing that activity, and the only way you'll be able to answer that is by doing it. So the only way to find, like initially, I'll be honest with you, I've tried about 12 instruments, like violin, guitar, piano, what not. Literally, like my house was like a music store, literally. And but the only reason I was doing that is that I knew you got to try things to really see if it suits your vibe. And if it does, do it more. If it doesn't, you can always let go.
We have another question which says, "What does the present situation, future scenario have implications for the medical profession?"
What do you feel, doctor?
Dr. Yatin.
Yeah. What does the present situation, future scenario have implications for medical profession? I think you guys are at a very sweet spot. Without you guys, we can't live. By the first of all,
Yeah. So
I
people
think
don't
it's
call
gonna.
People don't stop following him. That is the point.
Yeah, another thing is you guys are at a high risk rate, especially because you're exposing yourself to situations like that. So from an implication point of view, it is a tough time for all of you, for sure. But it is difficult to really judge and answer how is that going to really unfold.
But I just want to add here, being a doctor myself, I can tell you we are moving from just curing a disease to a complete holistic wellness. Wellness, which includes adding your ikigai, adding your passion, adding music, adding that shanti to your mind that you spoke about. So,
Interesting.
yeah, from my perspective, I see the mental health and doctors moving to that direction going forward.
But overall, I think it is simply gonna help the community. So there will be more need over the period of time, especially whenever a solution possibly pops up. So yeah, I think it will not be negative for sure. It is
Okay,
gonna
so
be better. Yeah.
how many of you think that we will have more options and better businesses in going forward? Just put B in the chat, even the Facebook guys, and those who think it won't, say no, N. Okay. So, Amrut, we'll take this next question. It says, how did you gain the technical expertise for reaching out to people? Oh, that's
Oh,
one
beautiful.
interesting
Thank you
one.
so much. I just whenever someone asks me that question, मेरे पास पूरा भंडार है to talk about it. So I have crazy inclination towards marketing and sales. I'm a big time fan of marketing, sales, and negotiation. Big time fan. And the reason I gained the expertise was first, I have been selling my own product for a very long time, starting from streets literally with no leads, growing it to a hardcore business. Second, I've also worked, so I'll quit my job last year, February 2019. And I've had the opportunity of working for 4.5 years into hardcore marketing, sales, and strategy. So I have amazing exposure. And when I was offered that job, I was working in quality, nothing to do with marketing, sales, strategy. But I knew that if I take up a job that gives me more exposure towards the world that I already need to be an expert of, because I was trying to switch someday, but that switch someday is gonna happen only when the business is sustainable. So it was purely that. Also, in addition to just on ground experience, I have also trained myself. I invested heavily in training myself on digital marketing, on really understanding how the ecosystems work. And that has given me a big time edge in designing the path of my brand and the brands to come now in time for myself.
Superb. So adding to your skills probably something that gives us a key edge above everything else. So I see a lot of people putting B. That means they do believe that we will have options going forward, which is great. Now we look at another question. Say, can I hire you, Amrit, for my marketing and sales?
Paisa
My
is always
income,
welcome.
my income is purely by word of mouth testimonials.
Yeah. And honestly, Sherry, if you already have a business that has good word of mouth, that is first checkbox ticked. But what I would really want you to see next is I'll give you like ideas for free. Uh, Honestly, you got to see how scalable is your business, and just go, and how far are you from the goal, because we set some crazy goals that possibly we will not be able to achieve if we don't do the basics. Have that clearly in your mind, and then just re-engineer and come back steps and see how would you be able to reach. Do one thing at a time, but that thing has to be done perfectly well, beyond perfection, and do it repeatedly, like chota chota. 3 posts per day. A lot of them think 3 post कौन डालेगा every day यार, और वही बंदे को 1 करोड़ भी चाहिए एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर, 1 करोड़ पॉकेट में चाहिए, लेकिन उसको 3 पोस्ट नहीं डालने का, उसको वो मेहनत नहीं करने का. इफ यू डोंट वांट टू डू द मेहनत, hire someone else to do it. But the hard work has to go in for the system to become known, to become sustainable, and to help you expand big time.
So basically, get a system known, sustainable, and get it to expand. Very
Yes,
good.
speed
So
and
we have a
volume. Speed and volume. That's going to be a formula. Speed and volume. As fast as you can, as
superb,
much as you can. Yeah.
superb. So we have another interesting question from Facebook, which says, "Does your profession build your passion, or passion makes you professional?" Since I am also a hardcore salesperson, this is from Hira from Facebook. Yes. Nice
Well,
question.
see, I think if it's a blend of passion and profession, they both can drive each other, isn't it? Like if you just consider something, you're in a time in life where you haven't declared anything as passion as such, and you end up getting a job that you really love and are interested in, and that becomes your passion. Like a lot of sales guys, they don't have any dedicated bracket mein alag se passion for sales, but when they land up getting a sales job, they just love the entire process and it just multiplies. So it can happen both ways. At the end of the day, you got to enjoy what you're doing with whatever you're doing. That is the only measurable criteria that I would suggest you should have. If you're not enjoying what you're gonna do, you're gonna have a tough time. People are stressed doing a job that they don't like. I know to sustain you got to pay bills, understood, but you got to love what you're doing. So yeah, if you end up making your passion as your profession, like myself, amazing. Now the question is, what if it stops paying? Simple, get back to a job, but continue
Superb.
doing what you love. Yeah, simple as that. people
Yeah.
are people are so scared, like अभी क्या करेगा, अगर ऐसा अगर अगर नहीं हुआ तो पहले जॉब पे था ना, हाँ, तो
So
जाना फिर से.
truly. So I know of a friend who kept dragging with a drowning business for over 5 years, not
Uh-huh.
wanting to acknowledge that the business is not working.
Hmm.
So this is superb.
Yeah,
Acknowledge and then move on, basically.
move on. And
Yeah.
see what's gonna happen, guys. ये लोग क्या कहेंगे के चक्कर में people are so afraid of failing. इतना सारा थियोरी वी रीड, इतना सारा फिलोसॉफी ज्ञान अबाउट फेलियर, अबाउट सक्सेस, करता कोई नहीं है. That is where everything changed for me. And like, I'm not trying to boast myself, but a pure experiential thing like that I've had is that I've failed miserable number of times. Every time I bought a new instrument to my place, my father would be like, अरे बाप रे, ये कुछ नया लेके आया. And because now he had seen me failing so many times, like अब ये भी ये नहीं करने वाला है, but ये try करेगा. So try तो करो, you'll fail ना, ठीक है, but measure your risks. You should not end up taking such a big risk from a passion to business point of view that you end up destroying yourself. That is stupid, but do
Yeah.
it in the ways you can. Yeah.
So there was a very interesting article I read which said that you don't have to be perfect to be able to start a business. So like you
Huh.
said, experience it, fail in it, and then decide if you want to go on or you want to.
True.
Amazing.
The thing is, Hema, you need positive pagalpan. If you are not positively pagal, then kya hoega? That is the question, and that's going to remain in your head for a very long time. When you're positively pagal and you also fail, then you're still pagal. You're going to still make an attempt. You'll find ways to do it, and never an excuse to escape. So yeah, that I think that's the right straight solution there. कुछ ज्ञान का जरूरत नहीं उसमें.
We have another question which says,
Sure.
what do you mean by 3 posts per day? Are you referring to posting on social media?
Yeah, that is just one of the basic parameters that people generally consider, 3 posts per day. So basically, when you managing your social media, the guys who follow you, they come to you for a
आता
reason. They
कुठेतरी
like
अजून
your
10
content.
पेज टाकले.
Can you mute everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, when it comes to 3 posts per day, Sherry, to answer your question, the guys who follow you on your page expect content from you. That's the reason they follow you. Two are the other kinds of the people who are just follow you for support, देखेंगे नहीं. But the ones who are there for content, they would really want to enjoy it. Now, where do you draw the line? 3 posts per day is generally what I feel help me big time, is because there are 3 slots in a day. I checked my own page, the way people used to react, my crowd used to like. Some pages would post once in a week, but on a specific interval and date. The reason is, it is like you got to take care of your chickens. You got to feed them at the right time in the right quantity. If you overload with content, people are going to unfollow because they are bored of seeing the same stuff again and again. But if you keep a structured format with consistency, that's how even the algorithms would support you. Plus, the guys who are already there, you will be able to sustain them, because it is not only about how you just get them on the page. What do you do after getting them on the page? Like, if you have 1 million followers but no revenue coming out of the page, it makes no sense. It is like a khali putte ka dabba, kuch nahi hai usme. So it is
So,
super important. Just don't look at the numbers that way. Yeah.
so, just to translate it for people who are not on Facebook, if you have customers, you have to create content to hold on to your customers. or create value or product that will hold on your customers.
Like if you want to check out an example, you can check out my Instagram page. We have stopped uploading stuff recently because we have not been creating enough content. But if you go to Amrut Drum Circle on Instagram, you'll see how we have been consistently posting thrice a day, thrice a day, thrice a day. You'll see that grid forming. And you'll also see, like, we were 200 followers, literally 200 followers about a year and a half ago. And organically, we have built up to 9,500 followers. The reason that happens is consistency, consistent marketing, more of a 360 approach that way.
Consistent marketing and sustenance in business is key.
Yeah, when we say that, बहुत लोग सुनते हैं इस चीज को. I want to just pinpoint at this aspect. All of us say and all of us have heard this term कि खुद को market करना चाहिए. What I would want you to ask yourself is कैसे market करेगा? कैसे? That is the question that we generally miss out. Ki we should market. Yeah, I agree. We should all market ourselves. I am marketing. But how? When you ask how, you will find, okay, these are the options. But which option is really working? And once you find the option, is it really working? Have you tried enough? Do you have a 3-month analysis data? If the approach is working or not, or should you take an alternative? Should you take a mix of options? You'll have to do it. Only then is it is possible. When we entered the market, we had competition that was way bigger than us. Like my company was like an ant and there were elephants all over. The only reason we were able to grow is that we were able to connect more. We created more relevant content. We were consistent at it. People loved the consistency, and our page was a people's page. In the sense, if you comment on my page, I'll get back to you. In the sense, I'm gonna reply to your comment. I'm gonna stay in touch with you. So that's how it's gonna work.
So 2 things, guys. That means connect to your customers and consistently connect to them with good content. 3 C's from Amrut.
मतलब अगर एक पेज है but उस पेज के उस तरफ इंसान नहीं है तो why? And that is the thing, when the most surprising replies that I get is, oh my god, you replied. And I'm like, but the first time when I got the reply, I was like, what do you mean? Then I realized, then I asked around, like, oh, generally people don't reply. Like, even someone like Gary Vee, he has a team. If he is not replying, at least his team will reply. Someone will get back to you. That's how they grew from a few hundred followers to a few million followers page by just social media. The term social media, look at it from the real point of view. The ones who want to connect will connect. The ones who don't will not. So don't worry about it. Just go for it.
We have another question
Sure.
that says many customers want to see quick wins. However, some businesses create long-term value. How do you explain this to them?
Many customers want to see quick wins. Okay. Some businesses create long-term value. I am still trying to understand the bridge.
So, if I have to tell you from a doctor's point of view, when a patient comes, he wants to see a cure like this. You just give medicine and he should get cured like this. But
तो उसको
sometimes,
पहले बोल देने का नहीं होने वाला है.
okay.
So the problem क्या है? At the end of the day, when we have, if the customer is coming to you in the first place because he is not the expert. If he would have been the expert, he wouldn't have come to you. Okay.
Right.
One, established, understood. Now, if he has come to you, it is purely because good chances he doesn't have complete clarity on the path to execution, path to the product or the goal at the end of the day. If he has come to you and you have the expertise and you can justify as to why the win is not possible in this short duration that you expect, then logically one would not reject your offer. If you make sense, no one is going to get rid of you. And if you make sense from an empathy point of view, like it works in the world of negotiation, it is pure negotiation that you're talking about right now, Shobhana. So Shobhana, if you look at this angle, it is about how do you negotiate the reality. You understand what he or she wants, and they would always appreciate you telling them what's the fact. And if you walk in as an expert into a specific room with specific subject matter, then your things will definitely have justification for it. So I think that's where, and yeah, sub-business create long-term value is purely the consistent effort that you would get in with clarity and understanding of where you're heading. अगर वो ही नहीं हो पाएगा तो win and all, if that is तो छोड़ दो, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel will work 100%.
Okay, now we come to something more personal. Now, since you manage so many things, multiple businesses, a lot of social interactions, social media, music, how do you keep your mental health sane? How do you stay sane? For any normal person, I'm
हाँ.
sure it will be super frustrating. How
हाँ.
do you do that, you know?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, मैं ज्यादा स्ट्रेस लेता नहीं है.
देता है.
नहीं लेता मैं. दोनों,
देता
ना
है
देता है ना
ना.
लेता है. क्लैरिटी चाहिए, टेंशन ही नहीं चाहिए. ना स्ट्रेस लेने का ना स्ट्रेस देने का. बिकॉज वंस यू गिव स्ट्रेस यू एंड अप बीइंग स्ट्रेस्ड एनीवे. लाइक इमेजिन यू गिविंग स्ट्रेस, यू नो यू हैव डन इट इंटेंशनली, इट डजंट वर्क. फर्स्ट इज don't stress out, because वो खाली it all the boxing happens in the head. Use the energy towards execution. Second, I work out. I have an awesome trainer. So because now it is online, he trains me over the internet. So I work out. Second, a third thing, from a mental point of view, I really love my work. Like I get lost for
Super.
hours. Literally, like if I sit and start designing things around, if I start planning things around in my work, I really get lost and I enjoy it. But from a meditation point of view, recently I've started doing pranayama and it has been working really well, especially before you sleep. That is what I do, have started doing regularly. But otherwise, मैं ऐसा मस्त है. मतलब things from a financial point of view are crushed like anyone else in the system. But does that stop you from ensuring well-being? And I know what I'm eating. That is another thing. I can't sit and hog. That is not my stuff. I have a regulated way of consuming. जितना गरज है उतना खाने का और खुश रहने का. That's it.
Superb. Stress नहीं लेने का
नहीं लेने का.
key factor, guys. Physical workout, please include that little bit. Meditation in whatever form you can do. Pranayam does help. Even though I do that. So I have another interesting question on Facebook. This is from Ashwini. Hi, Ashwini. He's my friend. For someone starting new, where to draw the line between free service and charging for service? This is a superb question that
Hey,
doctors
repeat it.
also want to
Sorry.
ask.
I'm sorry. I was reading Sherry's Pagal wala comment. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for calling me Pagal, Sherry. Yes, I'm crazy and passionate. Can you please repeat her question? I'm sorry.
the question is for someone starting new, where do you draw the line between free service and charging for service? And this is
So,
my
well,
question as well, because as
yeah.
doctors, a lot of us come to ask for seva, and you have to tell them that you have to make money, for your daily living as well. So, where do you draw that line?
जो नहीं होता वो नहीं करने का. If you think, see, honestly, I'm someone who believes doing things for free is the most powerful thing ever, because it can give you access that you wouldn't have ever achieved if you would have ended up charging for it. One, exposure के नाम पे बहुत लोग आएंगे. 100%. They will come and they will come with all empathy and positive attitude and nice heart, and they would ask you to do things for free. What I would really want you to decide as a brand owner, one, is that if I do this for free, what value does it bring to me on the table? There is a very interesting theory called as the negotiator's dilemma. Okay. And one of the situation in a negotiator's dilemma is, if I create value and if you create value, both of us create value. And what is the name of the person who asked this question?
Ashwini.
So Ashwini, I have a question. So, Ashwini, this is like, so check this out, Ashwini. Very important. So if you and I are creating value and you steal away the value, I will be in a miserable situation. And if I do the opposite, you will be in a miserable situation.
Absolutely.
And if we both steal away from the value, both of us will achieve a mediocre result. Yeah. The only way is to both create value. So someone comes to you, tells you do this for free. First question you got to ask the other person in a very empathetic fashion is that, how does it add value to me? Super. So even in today's date, yeah, simple, पूछो ना क्या problem है. और सवाल करने से काय को डरता है?
Yeah, guys, ask more questions.
पूछो ना. Arey, if you don't know how to ask questions, come to me. I will train you how to ask questions. I'm a specialist at that. So the thing is, first ask that question ki, okay, this is your plan. Sounds great. Good. I would like to really understand, how do you plan to add value to my brand? Okay. Understand. वो उसके पास definitely answers रहेगा. तभी वो आया है. After you have received the answers, see if all the effort that you will put in to achieve the expected outcome really gives you the value in return. Exposure के नाम पे कोई पूछा आपको exposure देगा तो बोलने का define exposure. लिख के लो. If you want, please write this. If someone tells you, I will give you exposure, please ask, how do you define exposure? If they will come and tell you, I have 10,000 followers on Instagram. Great. उसमें से कितना लोग follow करेंगे मेरे को? Okay. अगर 1,000 लोग follow भी किया, are those 1,000 guys gonna give me the business? Another question. And when you're satisfied, yeah. And if you think that the other party who has just come in is unable to add that kind of a value that you're looking at, then ना बोलो ना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Or else, there is another way. If you still want to make a deal from a very smart negotiator's point of view, give a special price. Because you're going to do that, I will give you a concession. But if I give you a concession, in exchange of the concession, I still want the value that you were initially proposing. You can play that. So yeah, so you can negotiate it well. You can do that.
So it's always symbiotic.
See, Hema, what happens is generally when offers come to us, if there's a brand who's asking you to do things for free, we are very happy and keen. So we are happy and pissed at the same time. Okay? ऐसा कैसा फुकट में पूछा मेरे को? ऐसा कैसा? अरे उसको पूछने का था, उसने पूछा. And if you are able to justify the value, उसके पास पैसा रहेगा तो वो देगा, नहीं तो वो नहीं देगा. At the end of the day, there will be a no deal. So step back, see what the value proposition is, and then take the call accordingly. I hope that answers your question, Ashwini.
So always ask what value the other person will create for you and what you will create for
And
them.
honestly, I'll tell you, Hema, a lot of times there will be opportunities that will be thrown at you, which in practical situation would be impossible. And as a brand, you might have to even end up spending for that activity. उल्टा हो रहा है, मतलब पैसा तुम खर्चा कर रहे हो. But from a brand exposure, marketing, business, placement, whatever you call it as, you might have to take those calls and say, you know what, I'll do it. Place me there. Let me be there. Let me get the access and I'll play. And if you're a business owner, you will know what I'm talking about.
Amazing. Amazing. We take the other question, and this is from Dr. Yatin again. I take a hit in private practice as a doctor because I find it very difficult to resort to unethical means. Any advice for people like me as I be able to market myself in my profession? So, Amar, just to add here, as doctors, we are not allowed to direct market ourselves. That's unethical, not allowed in the profession.
So what are the alternatives like, Hema, in that case? What are the alternatives?
Alternatives technically are giving advices, talks, free talks to patients, telling them about the therapy, telling them about the disease, telling them about what experience you have, which is all acceptable.
A quick question. So if I go on platforms and I talk about a specific thing and I charge you for that because I came on the platform and I spoke about it, is that ethical? Is it fine?
Yes, that's ethical.
Okay. So,
except for the fact that I can't tell people that, guys, I'm a doctor, come to me. So that's direct marketing, but you can
खुद का नहीं कर सकते. You can't market the fact that that you're a doctor, basically. Unethical.
No, you can market the fact that I'm a doctor, but not tell people that only come to me. You can give them options saying that go here, go there, and I'm
so
also
your answer,
offering.
Dr. Patel, your answer is very simple. In today's date, the power of internet has become it is magnified to a humongous extent. What I would really want you to see is, now because private practice is hit, you can't do that. I would want you to really find out the alternatives that you can still do, considering that that's the only skill that you have and you're a specialist in that. There are so many platforms. There are podcasts, there are pages, there are talks who would want you to have there, and a lot of really good brands, if you can add value, would love to have you on board and certainly pay you for that. I don't know how the numbers are going to look like. It might not match your regular revenue numbers. I don't even know what your regular number is. But at the end of the day, if you're looking at alternatives, if they generate revenue, they are great. They are good alternatives. You'll have to certainly calculate. But in today's date, what I would literally request you to do is, for next 1 week, just explore what the world is doing. I know this dog. I don't remember his name. He has an amazing page on diabetes. It's on Instagram. And he just talks about diabetes. and he'll give you small solution, small alternatives, small stuff which is general available, but just that he makes the information available, and he's not marketing himself. He just has a page which helps people to live better. If you can get
Exactly.
into that arena, I'm sure you would bring in a lot of value that way.
So there are two things really. One is talk, because I know a lot of doctors, we are so ingrained in doing our stuff. We don't come on platforms like this and talk, tell them about therapy, tell them about health. Like Amrut said, the more you interact with your customers, the more they know you, the more they will know your expertise as well.
True.
So we have another interesting question which says that so Dr. Yatin wants to learn bongo, congo, drums one day. He
Huh.
wants to know if you are trained professionally in music.
So from a certification point of view, I'm a self-learned individual, especially when it comes to West African music. I've learned it from YouTube straight, and I have no regrets in stating that, because at the end of the day, in today's date, you can have amazing, beautiful certificates on your wall, but if you can't deliver, no one gives a damn about your existence. So that doesn't mean that you should not get certified. You should. However, you got to deliver as well. So I have a different faith system, like belief system, is that you should be able to deliver it. If you can deliver, that's what they are looking at. And if you're certified, it is beautiful. Like, I really like it. Someone said, I'm a Visharad. I'm like, oh my God. कैसे किया?
Get that?
Yeah, like like if you like, I'm a Visharad, मैं बैठ के देखेगा. Like, I just want to hear you out. It's an amazing appreciation, great certificate to have, but at the end of the day, see, another thing is ना हेमा, कि हम थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं. कभी कभी लगता है कि मैं विशारद कर रहा हूँ तो मैं प्रोफेशनल बनने के लिए कर रहा हूँ. मैं खाली खुद के लिए ऐसी हॉबी के लिए भी कर सकता हूँ.
True,
मैं 12 साल में भी इन्वेस्ट कर सकता हूँ. जरूरी नहीं कि मैं पैसे ही बनाऊं.
true.
बट आप सर्टिफिकेशन को किस नजरिए से देख रहे हो, वो भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. And I
Right.
can tell you, a lot of them who are self-learned, self-built, are doing great professionally, possibly don't have a single certificate. वो देगा certificate मानते तो. If you want, that person will certify you and tell you if you can play or not. But yeah, at the end of the day, delivery matters.
True, true, true. So
Yeah.
nothing stops you, Dr. Yatin. Just go ahead and learn it.
Yeah, do
Open
it,
your
man.
YouTube
Don't worry
and
about
start.
anything. Just
Don't
do it.
wait. Just do it. Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
Nike, just
Like
do
my
it.
violin teacher told me to bhadda baja raha ekdam. I don't think you'll ever learn. I'm like, I know my violin is sounding like a cow. I was very sure, but I give it a shot. Try to kiya. At the end of the day, you got to put in that effort.
Okay, somebody written, Amrut, you're awesome. So Amrut,
Hey, thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm
yeah.
glad that I'm able to add some happy vibe to you.
So, my last question, of course, as we come to the conclusion of the talk, I want to know what are you going to do going ahead? Because a lot of us are really interested to know that what is Amrut Bhatt going to do? Is he going to start a new business? Is he going to become a consultant and consult us in starting our businesses? So,
Great. So
Samrit.
one major thing that I am doing as a brand is that we have got into hardcore negotiation consultancy, where we train you to negotiate better. That is one major thing that I've done. When I say negotiate better, in India, generally we think कि negotiation matlab bargaining. Bargaining definitely is part of a negotiation that happens about 7 to 8% of the time. But how do you really become a party that is favorable, who understands the other side, and becomes the one who is preferred by the client? That is what we train you majorly. So negotiation skills, if you want to be really good at that, because we are negotiating every day. You're negotiating with your kids, you're negotiating with your spouse, you're negotiating with your employee, employer, everybody around. You're negotiating with the bhajiwala also. Just that the element is of bargaining that way. So that is one major thing that we are doing as Beatmaker Enterprise: negotiation workshops and training. We are doing it in both the formats, one-to-one and also in a batch, if there's a group that would like to be addressed and there are issues that we would want to work on. Second thing that we are doing majorly now as Beatmaker Enterprise is that we have come up with a lot of music-based engagement solutions online, so that irrespective of where you are based, where your client is based, where your company is based, we are doing some crazy high energy interactive engagements online. So as a business, these are the two things that we're doing right now.
So, okay, Amrut, we come to the last question and our first title of the day. Any one suggestion for people to reinvent themselves in their lives?
Well, just dig into yourself. You got to be aware of what you really like. Do what you really like. Do what you really enjoy. If the thing that you enjoy can't pay your bills, continue doing it. Find an alternative to pay the bills, but continue doing what you like. You got one life to live. उसका पूरा पैसा वसूल करके छोड़ने का. That is my fundamental of living. That's how I
Super.
would want you to reinvent yourself, your business, and everything around. Just do what you like.
Superb. So, guys, we hear that. Two things: do what you like. If you have to pay bills, and if you what you like doesn't pay your bills, resort to something that will pay bills as well. Add to your life. Amrut, this was great. And I know I didn't introduce myself. A lot of people don't know me here. I am Dr. Hima Bajaj, and we've started this platform for real life heroes. And our first hero is Amrut. And if you think you've stepped up also to create beyond your calling, then please reach out and get featured. This is your moment. Dr. Yatin, you can come here, talk about your therapy. We are open to listening to you.
He has mentioned something. Hey, thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you so much for the vibe.
Thank you, Sherry. Sherry says, Amrut, you're awesome. Love your energy.
Thank you so much. I'm glad.
Nishikesh says, I will learn to listen. Thought and result cycle.
Uh-huh. Thought and result cycle. He would like to talk. He would like to thought and result. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't.
It's gonna take a couple of minutes. So isko dhyan se suno.
Yes,
it is very
please.
interesting. So guys, if you have a thought or an idea that is here, and this is the result where it starts fetching revenue, this curve, how fast can you reach here, is going to determine how well are you going to do, because you will have to ensure that this curve is as short as possible, as structured as possible, and as fast as possible. And you know, a lot of us have amazing thoughts, but हम उसको 6 साल से सोच ही रहे हैं. If you're gonna take 6 years to jump from year till year, वो 6 साल में इतने लोग jump कर दिए रहेंगे already that you now have 5,000 competitors. Good chances when you thought about it, you were the only one who had the idea. Ideas can happen to a lot of people, especially similar ones. Why not? So the first thing is very super duper important. You got to have a deadline. Ki by this is when I'm going to have this particular idea implemented. Implementation is the game. So the cycle from the thought, from the idea to result, this curve has to be as short as possible. Another advantage of doing that is that you will also know if it really works or it doesn't. If the idea really works, you will have enough time. If I take 6 months because I am lazy or I'm occupied on 24 hours में मेरे को time नहीं मिल रहा है and stuff like that, time निकालो. If you feel this thing will pay you off, it will not pay you off just because you love it so much. No, people have to love it so much so that they'll pay for that service of a product. So that is the thought and result cycle. This curve has to be as fast, as impactful, as clear as possible.
So if you have an idea, guys, please execute it and see if it works or no, and then take it forward. So thank you, Marina, saying thanks, Amrut, for the inspiring session, and thank
You're welcome.
you, Emma.
I thank each one of you for removing time, for being yourself, making yourself available for this session. I hope I could add at least one element of value to your life, and that can help you in multiplying your happiness and your goals.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming here, taking your time out, and probably we'll be here same time next week. Any of you who wants to be featured, you know who to reach out.
Yes.
Thank
Hima
you,
Bajaj.
Amrut.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you so much for your time. Take care,
Thank
Shari.
you.
Take care, Rishikesh. Bye-bye. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Emma and Amrut.
Thank you. Thanks, Prasad. Take care. Bye.
Bye.